Hey everybody, this is Kevin Purcell for Notebooks.com with this week's iPad App of the Week. We took a week off last week so I could recover from some illness, but we want to get back into the series. And today's iPad App of the Week is called PDF Expert. Now this is a great little app. If you do a lot of work with PDFs and you need to mark them up and those sorts of things, it's a really nice tool. I'm not going to show you every single little feature, but let me go ahead and get right into the marking up of this app, the way you can mark things up. Now, when you open up a PDF, this is a book that I'm reading in a PDF form, and it has the little toolbar up here. Now, if you hit the back button up here, of course, it goes right back into your library of books. It shows you what page you're on out of how many, and across the bottom it's got the dots that represent each page and shows you where you're at. I've just started reading this book. Now, over here on of course it's got the title of the document up here. Over here it's got your toolbar of different things you can use. And the first one, of course, is a pen, and that one will write right on the page. Now I've got it set as a fairly large pen tip, as you can see, and I also have the opacity turned down to make it sort of like a highlighter. You can go in here and change the color. So maybe you'd rather have a yellow highlighter. You're wanting to highlight things. Now if you don't like what you just did, you've got the back button, which is handy. You can also change the size of it to get a much smaller pen tip, and you can also change the opacity. So let's say you want to make it a solid color instead of one that is slightly opaque, and so there you've got that. Now for some reason it's telling me that I can't get rid of this, so the way to do that is go out of there. Oh well, now it did. Again, I'm just starting to use this, so I'm not 100% sure about it. Now, that little button, as you saw, brought up the signature box. And you can see I have my signature here. I can start over. That allows you to sign a document. If you need to, you can bring down the size, because I had it up a little too big. You can change the color. Unfortunately, it's only got those three colors. I prefer black, because usually when I'm signing a document, anyway, you can see how it works. So you sign below, tap Save up here, and then anytime you want to add your signature, let's go ahead and just quickly do it. I'll hit Save. Now let's say for some reason I was in a document that wanted me to add a signature, so I could tap it. Notice it brings up that little pop-up, and you add your signature. Now if you need to, you can change the size of it so it'll fit in the area. Cancel it there if you want, or hit Done. Also notice when you tap and save, it'll grab that word and you can either highlight it, underline it, give a strike through, add a note, or you copy it. You can copy it to another place, another document, another place in here, or somewhere else on the iPad. If you hit the note feature, it brings up your keyboard and you can begin to type a note. This is a note. See, I've spelled it wrong. It's kind of hard to type when you're off center like this in order for you to see it better than me. Now it's got the trash can icon if you want to do that, or you just tap outside the note and you know it's gone. See, now you've got a note icon. Anytime you see that, pop it up and it's editable. Now you also have over here, you can search, you can underline. These will find out all your markings. Actually, it has an underline. You do the underline the way I just showed you, but it'll find all your markings here. We don't have too many of them. And then you can search. This is a book by a guy named Max, and so I'm going to search for the word Max. And notice it's searching through the whole document and it's found a few, so you can either wait for it or just immediately go right to that location, and there you have the page that has the word on it. Open up the Share button. If you notice that in the iPad's iOS, or iOS in general, that's called the Share button. You can lock the page scroll if you do that. You can zoom pan page with 2 fingers, gesture only. So in other words, you have to do it that way. You won't do it that way. It won't go up and down with a finger. It'll only go left and right. In order to scroll on the page, you have to use 2 fingers, which is a normal way of scrolling in iOS and also on the Mac. This will send you to a direct page. You can send this document by email. Text reflow, that's if you change the size of it or whatever. And then open in, that's a great feature. It allows you to open that document in any application that you might have that supports PDF viewing. So maybe you have just edited a document, you set it up, now you want to present it. Expedition is a program that will present PDF documents. Maybe you want to save it to your Evernote. Maybe you'd like to print it. Or maybe you just want to be able to have it read in iBooks at a later date. Now this icon over here, this is where, I was confused before, this is where you have all things like your bookmarks and annotations and stuff. Obviously I haven't used this document much, so I haven't got a lot of them. And that plus button adds bookmarks. You cancel it out and you can easily get out of there. It's a real simple interface. I really like it. I hate that scroll lock, so let's unlock that. I really like the program. Now when you go back into your library of documents that you have, I only have a few on here. I've just been using the program for a short while. That shows up your documents. Here are your recents, so those are the ones that you've opened recently. The network, I'm not going to show that to you because it's got some personal information in there, but that will list accounts. It allows you to open up documents from Dropbox, which is what I use, among other services. I'll list those on the web page. And then here is the settings page. You can passkey lock the document or the program. You can turn it into a Wi-Fi drive, and then you'll enter in the address on your computer so that you can upload or download documents. This is information about the PDF viewer. Auto opens the last document. These last 2 are for support and legal notices. But if you hit the auto open on startup after a download, those are some of the settings that you can pick on. And then PDF view, it will. These are some of the settings you can change there. Got a little help feature down there, and of course it always shows you your address so you can quickly upload and download documents. But I would say PDF Expert is a good PDF reader if that's what you're looking for. I don't do a lot of PDF reading. I've used Goodreader. You can read PDF books and some of the other book readers. But I like this one because it allows you to very simply and cleanly edit PDF documents if you ever need to do that. For example, someone just sent our church a W-9 form. We're going to have to fill that out and send that back. So I may just edit it right here on the iPad instead of exporting it to my computer where I really don't have any PDF editing software, instead of printing the thing out and mailing it back to them. But this has been Kevin Purcell with PDF Expert for Notebooks.com, the iPad app of the week. Thanks for watching.